Hello everybody, Jason Kinggodwise here, and this is lesson number 26 called brainwashing. When you use the term brainwashing, people think, oh, it's some serious thing. But no, we're brainwashed every day. Brainwashing just means I've taken out your old values, your old beliefs, your old ideas, and I've replaced them with something different. That's all schools try to do. That's all politicians try to do. That's all news programs try to do. All of that is brainwashing. Every parent is constantly brainwashing their children. So I think we need to be aware of that and do it consciously for good. I'm always brainwashing my kids. I always am saying to my kids, for example, I have a 5-year-old, and he carried a gallon of milk into the house. And I said, "You're so strong. God, you're strong. You're so strong." I'm brainwashing him. My 8-year-old, I always say, "You're so smart." Both kids, I'm always saying, "You're so smart. You're so strong. You're so good." Doesn't matter what. I'm brainwashing them all the time. I'm trying to give them beliefs, values, a mindset of what I want them to be, and that is brainwashing. And if we just are aware of that, we can do a good job of it. It's a lot better than being willy-nilly. One of the ideas, and I've said this in many of my videos, being forewarned is forearmed. If you are conscious of what's going on and you know what's going on, you can do a much better job of it. I coached wrestling with a guy, and one of the things he taught me, and I try to learn it from everybody, no matter who I'm with, I always try to learn something from him. And one of the best things he ever said was, he said, "Let the brainwashing begin." And I was like, okay. And he did. He had his team brainwashed that they had the best technique and were in the best shape. And it was a real mental edge that he had. And he would say it. He said, "Let the brainwashing begin." And he brainwashed them into, getting your studies done. And my wrestlers would get good grades. And, okay. And they went on. It was complete brainwashing. The Marines are a great example. They brainwash you when you come in. They're taking out your old values, old beliefs, and putting in new ones. So brainwashing doesn't have to mean a bad thing. Brainwashing can be very good. You get some complete bum, alcoholic, loser, bum, whatever, and you turn him into a Jesus freak. You've brainwashed him, and for the better. You get some dropout, lazy, no good, no goal guy, and you get up and you make your bed and you march and you salute the flag. You've brainwashed him for a better reason. I think if we're aware of this, we'll do a lot better job raising our kids. That's all schools are. Anyone who watches the news is being brainwashed. And this is an idea of brainwashing, that you remove the old ideas and you put new in, but nobody has their original ideas anymore. I mean, people have been brainwashed 100 times. If you were a Democrat, now you're a Republican, or you were this and you were that, and you're a whatever. People constantly are having new values, beliefs, ideas pushed on them, and if they accept them, they guess the brainwashing was successful. So there's two things I'd like to get out in this lesson number 26, brainwashing. One, everyone is always trying to brainwash you at all times, where they try to get you to buy a car or buy a jacket or go to this restaurant or whatever. So be aware of that and don't get brainwashed. We even have the term now, meme, which is your mind virus. It's a virus that gets in there subconsciously or subliminally. And that's subconscious, subliminal, peer pressure, groupthink, the little things we have a lot less ability to fight. So they slip in our mind and brainwash us much better. And you should do that with your kids. Every day, when they wake up in the morning, when they go to bed at night, I'm telling my kids, we can go to a McDonald's. And I give them I say, "Hey, let's go." And they get napkins, they wipe down the table, they clean everything off, and they leave it good, spick and span, always better. They'll hold the door open for a lady at wherever. They will wait in the aisle, let someone pass. I'm brainwashing my kids that they are better, more polite, more kind, more smart, more capable than anybody else on the planet. And they hopefully will grow up that way and do that. So brainwash your kids. Know when you're being brainwashed, and be brainwashed for the right things. Be brainwashed to be better, not worse, because you're going to get brainwashed. That's everyone's being brainwashed. Nobody born, no infant has their own ideas. Your parents put those ideas in your head from somewhere. So nobody has their own ideas. You might, as the great Nietzsche said, you might become the self-rolling wheel, and you might be able to brainwash yourself in the direction you want to go at some time, and that'd be great. But right now, you're just a product of other people's brainwashing. So be aware of that. And when you're working with other people, especially your kids or those in your care, whether they're a grade school kid, high school kid, you're coaching somebody, co-worker, whatever, make sure you get things going the way you want to do. So that's my lesson on brainwashing. It's just observation I made, a philosophical observation. And I think if we do it consciously and don't pretend we're not doing it and do it for good, we'll do a much better job. Thank you very much. Bye.